name is Liz and welcome to Nothing But Bags. So I wanted to talk about something really quick. Hopefully I'll be quick because I got to go in here to the clinic. But I did a video recently about us as consumers, as handbag consumers. And I did it right before this Coach February 25 launch around the intentionality we need to have with regard to buying bags. And I did it kind of to inspire myself or to encourage myself that I had pieces in my collection already and I didn't need anything from the Coach February 2025. I keep saying 25. The February 25 drop. And I talked about being more intentional about the bags I add to my collection and looking at what I already have and if I need anything new. So I had already kind of was talking about the Coach drop prior to the drop. But I want to take it from a different approach. And instead of us looking at the intentionality around us as the consumer, let's look at the intentionality around the brand. So the February 25 drop for Coach, what I would say is a, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say we would give them about a 5. And the reason I'm saying 5, because there are some people that are complaining that they were not able to get what they wanted. Again, I didn't order anything. I wasn't attempting to order anything. I'd already told myself I didn't need anything. But there's some people complaining about not being able to get the things that they wanted and the difficulty with the website, the lack of inventory in the stores, the inability to put things on hold like they typically do. And then you have half the people that got what they wanted either because they took off work and stood in lines to get to the store, or they did have the stores putting things on hold for them despite them, a lot of stores saying they wouldn't, or people that just called around manically to every Coach store in the country or in their state to get the bags that they wanted. So you have half of the people saying I got what I wanted and half the people saying I had a terrible experience and I didn't get what I wanted. And I want to talk about the intentionality around the brands, since I did a video about the intentionality around us as consumers. I watched a visual essay by a young man named FD Signifier on YouTube, and he's on several other platforms. And he did a video recently that's got over 1 million views regarding the poor quality of content that we get from the young man Tyler Perry. And I'll tell you why this has anything to do with Coach. And in my opinion, this was my takeaway from the essay. The essay is 4 hours long, but my takeaway from the essay was that Tyler Perry is very intentional in giving us, the viewer and the consumers, poor quality content. I mean, because at the end of the day, he owns his own studio. It's one of the largest studios in the country. He owns it outright. No one owns it, anything of it but him. That means he owns all the sets, the camera equipment, everything, all the property. He owns it. So he doesn't have to pay anybody for that. He certainly doesn't have to pay anybody for distribution. He doesn't have to pay anybody because he does streaming and television. And he doesn't have to pay anybody to write the scripts because he writes them himself. He doesn't have to pay a director because he directs himself. He doesn't have to pay a producer. He produces himself. And he also doesn't have to pay as many cast members because he performs 3 or 4 of the characters himself. And so he makes enough money that he can put that back into his content to make higher quality films and television shows, but he doesn't. It's obviously intentional. Is it intentional because he's trying to save money? No, because we know that some of our actresses like Taraji P. Henson and the late Cicely Tyson bragged about the fact that he paid them more to star in his films or his projects than anybody in the history of their careers. It's not a cost-saving measure doing this. He's intentionally pushing out poor quality content because he knows that consumers will watch it. I myself personally am not a Tyler Perry fan. I would have to donate 4 or 5 brain cells to sit and watch a full-length Tyler Perry movie or television show. I know that he has the capabilities of doing better because we have films like Mea Culpa, Straw, the project he did with Kerry Washington, where he did a historical film about African-American women in the military and working with the Postal Service or something. I'll put the name of that film on the screen because I don't remember what the name of it is. But we know he can do high quality content. He intentionally doesn't do it. And the thing is, that's the same thing with Coach. I used to work in transportation before I was laid off in October. And I know for a fact that companies are able to do studies around their websites. How many people come to the site, how many clicks they make as they go through the site, what words they search for, what products they purchase the most often, how much they're willing to spend on products. All of that historical data, Coach has that information. They have that anecdotal information. So to assume that their site was having glitches yesterday is us not thinking outside of the box. The glitches were intentional. Some people complained that the pricing for the bags was too high, and then they had to recycle it. No, we knew what the price of the bags were going to be because they've been pushing out and advertising these bags for weeks. Coach intentionally gave product sheets to some of their high number content creators and some of their high level customers. They gave those product sheets out so we would know the product numbers and the prices. So they had that data in their website weeks ago. They intentionally put the wrong price on the bags, potentially to see if you all would pay that price. They may have assumed if you recycled, you weren't going to pay it. So they went ahead and took that product away from you and let the people that did pay that price keep the product and buy it and go through the purchasing process. This was very intentional on the part of Coach. So now we're having conversations, the coaches are having conversations around strategies for future drops. And one of the strategies is partnering up with the SA, building a relationship with a client advisor in the boutiques and at the outlet. What does that sound like to you? To me, it sounds like Hermes. It sounds like, because the Hermes game is you have to establish relationships with client advisors at the Hermes boutique in order for them to give you the gift of being able to purchase a $20,000 or $30,000 bag. So if you have to establish a relationship with a client advisor at Coach in order for them to notify you of drops, put bags on hold for you, allow you to do a pay by link, so that you can secure something during a drop, that's very similar to Hermes. Goyard, you can't order a bag from Goyard on their website. You have to go in the store to do it. Now, if you can buy a bag from Goyard on the website, it's a resale website. It's not Goyard. Kind of sounds like Coach to me, not being able to order a bag online. So I believe there's an intentionality around what Coach is doing, and you as the consumer have to decide, is the bag important enough for me to go through this process? Now, if it is, that's fine. You have the right to spend your money the way you want to. But the reason Tyler Perry puts out the kind of content he puts out, and the reason Coach did us like they did with this drop, is because we allow them to. And my thought process is this is going to continue to happen because it's not a lack of bandwidth. That's not what this is. This is not, they didn't have the bandwidth to handle the type of traffic on their website. They know what type of traffic to expect on their websites. They have that anecdotal data that they look at. They're looking at it right now. They know how many people are going to touch their website on a given day. They know how many people are going to search for the products Rowan, denim, pink. People were on Reddit providing cheat codes to people about what they had to type in the search bar on the Coach website in order to get what they wanted. Coach knows, their website people know what people are searching for on the website. They know. So again, think about this. If you want to continue to take off work, if you want to continue to sit on the website at 3 o'clock in the morning, if you want to continue to go to the store and stand in line, I'm a handbag person. If that brings you joy and it's fun for you, it's like back in the day when I was a kid and people used to do Black Friday. People used to love to get up at pitch black dark on Friday after Thanksgiving so that they could go and get in line and buy their stuff for Christmas. There's some people that like Hunger Game type of events. They like active sports like that. The excitement of the hunt. Am I going to get the bag? How many times do I have to recycle the website? What time do I have to get up in the morning? How can I be the first in line? If that's fun for you, I say go for it. The way my anxiety is set up, I like for my shopping experience to be very peaceful and very relaxing and enjoyable. But if you like that type, there are certain people that like excitement. And if you do, I say go for it, because Coach is going to continue to do you all like this. This is not going to be the last drop that is going to be like this, because there's an intentionality around wanting you to feel like there's scarcity in their products, wanting you to think that their bags are so luxurious or so so one of a kind that you've got to get on the website in the middle of the night to get it. They're wanting to build this frenzy and this excitement and this scarcity, almost like Hermes, Louis Vuitton. The Louis Vuitton Murakami collection. Jay Brown was talking about that, Mom's Ambition, yesterday on her live, because everybody went live to talk about this thing. Jay Brown was talking about that, how the Murakami collection, you see a person walking by with a Murakami bag from Louis Vuitton, and you're like, oh, wow, they got the bag. Because that's what we're going to be now doing when we look at Coach bags. Coach could have produced enough. They knew from the last powder pink drop how many people bought the powder pink bag. They could have been continuing to produce the same pink bag from last season, but they refused to do that. They added the brown trim to it because they don't want you to be able to get the pink bag from last year. They want you to get the bag from this year, and they're going to be able to differentiate it by the brown handle or the pink handle. They'll know which people bought that bag from last year, the people that bought the bags from this year. They also know that resellers are buying large quantities and putting them on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay at a high price. They know that's happening as well. That is also something that Coach can control. They could put a quantity limit on how many bags you can put into your cart. They're not doing that intentionally. There's an intentionality around the way Coach is giving you your buying experience. If that's cool with you, I say go for it, because like I said, some people enjoy that type of experience. If it's not cool with you, then you may want to look at other brands or other products to buy or spend your money with, because to me it says a lot about how a director like Tyler Perry feels about his viewers. And it says a lot about how Coach feels about their consumers in the way they treat us. It's the entire buying experience as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, drop down in the comment section and tell me your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. I want to know, do you feel that Coach really couldn't fix the glitches in their website, really didn't know how much their bags would cost, really didn't know how many people would be on the site to try to purchase it? Or do you feel like all of this experience that the coaches had yesterday was intentional, and that they're actually trying to create a scarcity around their product, trying to make people believe that their product is a luxurious product that you have to fight to get because they only want a limited amount of quantity in the out in the wild, to make it feel like only a very few people can get a Coach bag, because they're trying to put themselves up in the category with Louis Vuitton, Goyard, Hermes. Anyway, I hope you all are having a phenomenal day today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. And the only other thing I ask of you is that you have an absolutely wonderful day.